Hello class, I hope all of you are doing good. Class, in this video we will do the poem Foreign Lands. In this poem there is a child who climbs a tree, and when he climbs a tree he could see various beautiful places and he started imagining also. Okay, so let's see what all things he sees from the top of the tree. Also class, in this video there are few homeworks from chapter number 1 which you have to do in your notebook. Okay, so let's proceed. So class, this is your poem Foreign Lands. Okay, so in this poem there is a child. Okay, this is a child who loves to climb a tree. Okay, and he is climbing the tree for the first time. He also uses his imagination to see the thing around us. And he is also thinking that if he would climb up the tree, what would he see? What all things he can see when he will climb up the tree. So let's start. Read this poem to know what a little boy saw one day from the top of a cherry tree. So which tree is this? This is cherry tree. You can see the cherries are hanging over here. So this is a cherry tree in which this boy has climbed. Okay. Now this is your stanza 1. These four lines are your stanza 1. Okay, so let's start. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad on foreign lands. So the child is asking, here is a cherry tree, and who should climb on a cherry tree? He should climb on a cherry tree. So how he climbed on a cherry tree? He held the trunk with both my hands. So what he did, he held this is a tree trunk. So he held the tree trunk, he held the tree trunk with both of his hands and look abroad on foreign lands. And where did he look? And what he can see from there, from the top of the tree? He could see far away lands. Okay, far away lands. He could see very far when he climbed up the tree. Now next stanza. I saw the next door garden lie, adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. So class, you can see this line, that I had never seen before. So with this line we can understand, this line helps us to know that the child is climbing the tree for the first time. And when he climbed up the tree for the first time, what else he saw? He saw a door garden. Okay, so there was a garden. Okay, and it was decorated with, adorned means decorated. So it was decorated with beautiful flowers. Okay, and many pleasant places more. And there were other many places which were very beautiful. Okay. Now next. I saw the dimpling river pass, and be the sky's blue looking glass. The dusty roads go up and down, with people tramping into town. So what else the child saw? The child saw the dimpling river. See class, you can see the word meanings over here also. Dimpling means twisting and turning. So how does the river flow? The river flow like this. Okay, you have seen river, they always flow like this, they never flow straight. Okay, so he saw the river that were passing like this, twisting and turning. And be the sky's blue looking glass. And how the sky was looking? It was looking like a glass. Okay, the dusty roads go up and down. And how was the road? How were the roads? The roads were going up and then down, up and then down. Okay, with people tramping into town. So they were, the people, where they were heading to? They were heading to the town. They were walking. Tramping means walking. So they were walking into the town. Okay. Now next stanza. If I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the grown-up river slips into the sea among the ships. In this stanza, the child is wishing that if he could find a taller tree than this, then he could see far, far away. Okay, he could see very, very far from the top of the tree. To be where the grown-up river slip. He could also see where the river meets. You know class, all the river they go and meet in the ocean or in the sea. Okay. So he is saying if I could climb a higher tree than this, then he would be able to see the river meeting the sea or the ocean. Okay. Into the sea among the ship. The river meets into the sea where there are so many ships. To where the road on either hand lead onward to fairy land, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. Also, he is imagining, he is sitting on the tree. You can see he is sitting on the tree and he is imagining that he could, if he would find a higher tree than this, then he could see he will be able to see a fairyland also. Okay, where and what happened in that fairyland? The children, they eat their food at 5 o'clock. Okay, dine means to have your dinner. In fairyland, the children, they have dinner at 5 o'clock. So he is imagining. This is his imagination, the child's imagination, that he will be able to see the fairyland from top of the higher tree, and in that fairyland the children, they have dinner at 5 o'clock and all the playthings come alive. Means playthings means all the toys, they are alive. They are not non-living thing. They become living thing and they come alive. Means the toys, they are actually a living thing in that fairy land. So you can see these all are the imagination of the child, which is imagining sitting on top of the cherry tree, and he wished to climb a higher tree than the current one in which he has climbed. He has climbed on which tree? He has climbed on cherry tree. Okay. So this poem is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Okay. So he is the writer of this poem. So class, I hope you understood this poem. Now again I am going to read it. Okay. I have already explained you. Now I am going to read this poem, Foreign Lands. Why the writer has named this poem Foreign Lands? Because see, the child is using his imagination. He is imagining many things that do not happen in this land, okay, where we are living. So that's why whatever he is imagining, okay, that all things happen in foreign lands, means very far, far land, like a fairy lands. Okay, so let's read. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad on foreign lands. I saw the next door garden lie, adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. I saw the dimpling river pass and be the sky's blue looking glass. Sky is blue in color. Okay. The dusty roads go up and down with people tramping into town. Tramping meaning is given in the book only. Walking. The meaning of the tramping is walking. If I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the grown-up river slips into the sea among the ship. So where does the river meets? River meets at the sea. Okay. To where the road on either hand lead onwards into fairy land, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. So this is your poem, Foreign Lands. I hope you enjoyed reading this poem. Class, in this chapter Mowgli and the Bandar Log, we will do difficult words now. Okay. So underline the first word, leader. Second, Bagheera. See, leader you will write in small letter. All the common noun you will write in small letter, but the proper noun like Bagheera, the name of the person or the animal, you will write with capital letter. Then midday, it is written in small letter, so you will write in small letter only. Then remember, swash. Next, stared, bounded, barred, courage. Next, whooping, tribe, prisoner. Next, dragging. Okay, and then nothing is here. Worried, miserable, voice. Next, beyond, layers. This is not liars, okay, this is layers. Trail, rescue. So these all are your difficult word. You will put the heading difficult words in capital letter like we used to do in the class. Okay, you will write in block letter difficult words, and then under that you will write all the difficult words. And word meaning you will do from the book. All the word meaning you can see over here. They have given you word meaning, so you will write these word meaning from given in the book. You will write it in your notebook. Okay. Now class, we will also do reference to context. You remember we have done reference to context in our class 3 also. So this is a reference to context. This line is very important. You have to write this line. This line has been taken from the book, and on basis of this line there are few questions which are given. Okay. So class, this is how you have to write it in your notebook. You will write heading reference to context. Okay. Please note this spelling properly, and you will write these spellings only. And then you will write that statement, oh Mowgli, why did I not warn you, as it is written in the book also. Then after writing this statement, you will write question number 1, who said these words? Okay, and then you will write the answer. Then you will copy second question from the book, and then you will write the answer. So like this you have to do. Put the heading reference to context and this statement. Okay, this sentence which is from the book, you have to write this. This is mandatory. Okay, I hope you have understood it, class. And so please do all the work that I have told you to do in the video also and in the homework also. Okay, that is in the current diary. Take care. Thank you.